It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be showing you a can of Cigar City Brewing Company's Margarita Gose. It's coming in at 4.2% ABV in a 355ml can. Refreshingly tart on the side. It's an ale brewed with orange, lime and salt. Without further ado, let's get the can out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. We got a one finger white head that's dissipating very quickly. You might have heard the last bit of that. Dissipation. Good levels of carbonation. Rolling up the glass. There's a slight haze in there, I would say. Very slight, quite close to being a sparkling crystal clear beer. I'm going to be honest, it looks a little bit like limeade. And even from here, it smells a little bit like limeade as well. Let's get the aroma. Oh, blimey, wow. That is full on. You get the Gose, which I'm really pleased about. But then you get a big smack of lime as well. It smells massively refreshing. What do they say? Orange, lime and salt. Not quite getting the orange, if I'm completely honest with you, but I'm sure we might pick it up in the taste. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, blimey! Stone the crows! Stone the crows, that really blew my head off. That is so boom, in your face, but refreshing. Really lovely and refreshing, but the tartness that comes with the sourness mixed with the lime and the salt is just, it gets on the side of your temples. It makes you want to rub the side of your head. Wow. Wow. That was full on. Oh, super. What a super refreshing beer. Whenever I see a beer with lime in, there's always a slight concern that the brewer will overdo it with lime. That was the case with a British brewer. It was called I'm all Lime All Yours Basil, I think it was called. And there was basil in there, but massive amounts of lime, and it was just, for me, it was just too much. It was just too much. But this is more of a balanced beer in terms of not an overly kind of malty, sweet versus hoppy balance, but more a balance between the sourness of the Gose and a balance between the lime that's added to the beer. It's a nice balance. Cool. That is quite full on. That is quite full on. But the more you drink a Gose, the more you drink these sour beers, the more your palate, as you drink the beer, the more it adapts to the initial shock to your palate, because it is a bit of a shock. Sourness and lime and orange and poof, all hitting you at the same time. It's poof, your palate's on fire almost, but then your palate very quickly gets used to it. And then it just becomes lovely and refreshing with a nice. What I like about these sour beers is when you have that initial smash of the sourness, very quickly it goes over into being a nice malty brew. A light kind of wafery malt, I'd say. Really good. Really, really good. I really like that. Tropical influence meets innovative brewing in this tart margarita inspired ale. Effervescent on the palate, our Margarita Gose utilises orange peel, lime and salt to create a zesty, light-bodied and entirely unique beer experience. It is very unique, I must admit. Now, we talked about the orange earlier. They've added orange peel to the beer. Let's see if we can pick it up, because I'm struggling at the moment to pick up the orange. Yeah, but only a little. Only a little. The thing with lime is, even though I mentioned how balanced it was, it's such a dominating flavour when you add it to a beer. It's such a, get it wrong, get too much of it, and it spoils a beer for me. It's too much for me. Put a touch of it in, it's okay, but it's still overpowering the zestiness of the orange peel that's in this beer, if I'm completely honest. I'm gonna rate it. If you're a brewer watching this, be careful with the lime if you want to put lime in a beer. It almost looks limey, doesn't it? I like that. I really like that. That was a fun beer review to do it. It kind of lit up and put a smile on my face. I like it when a beer does that. Beer is more about sometimes just the flavour and of course drinking alcohol. I like the fun aspect of beer as well, so that for me gets an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!